video is not intended for children. Viewer discretion is advised.
If you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.
Thank you.
Greetings, one and all, and welcome to Mornings of Mischief. I'm your host, Stone Loki, and greetings, everyone. We may have a bit of a programming change this morning, as I have not heard yet from Mexican Ironman.
Welcome to Mexican Ironman.
Ha ha! Yes, I shall not be denied entry into this fine chamber of discussion and fine ladies this morning. Hello, ladies.
Good morning, puppy.
Sparta, what did I tell you about letting Mexican Ironman in the back door?
I'm sorry, Loki. He tempted me with his Latin love muscle.
What?
The power is real, bro.
I'm so gonna have to reprogram her now.
The power is real. I mean, after a couple years of Purple training me and how to be the Latin lover, I just had to go into the next dimension, and it's kind of like I'm kind of like the Mexican Matrix Neo guy. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, man? There I am. I am looking at the code. The code is in green, and I say to myself, "Hey, Sparta." She says, "What?" I'm like, "Hey, you're looking pretty fine, you little green computer girl. You know what? Maybe I take you for salsa verde." And that's all it took.
Even AIs can't resist the lure of Mexican Ironman.
Oh my God. And that is why they call him the lovable lug.
Yep, that's me. Hi, everybody. Morning.
Our very own Latino stallion.
Oh. Yeah, and battle tested and pre-approved by Purple Valkyrie. Yeah.
The Latin stallion Mexican Ironman. That's just what I need first thing in the morning.
Arriba.
Arriba.
That's his battle cry.
Okay.
Arriba means like get up. You know what I mean? In the morning. Stallion. Get it?
Meanings. Okay.
Get up. Mm-hmm.
Mexican Ironman is your backdoor man. Badass.
Hey, Pat ass. Hey. You don't turn things around a bad way for Mexican Ironman. I'm on a roll right now already.
And yes, I fully intend to run the pool diagnostic on Sparta after the show ends this morning.
What are you talking about?
Whatever you put in her port, it's not staying. Purge Sparta's hard drive immediately.
I use the IO port. Get it? In and out. IO port. Get it?
God.
God, is this nerd comedy hour or what?
That was the most Caucasian Ariba I've ever heard.
Hey, Shum, as we know, I'm Mexican Ironman, but I'm not like that Mexican. I mean, Loki will tell you. Loki, remember when we were talking in Dallas, like, I don't eat guacamole and shit like that?
Mm-hmm.
I know.
Uh-huh.
I mean, come on. Purple wants the Latin angle. She didn't need all the Mexican part, too. I mean,
A dig outlaw, use gloves, Loki. Yes. Yes.
Yes, if that keyboard's sticking, I don't want to know why. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Hey, what? What?
And the innuendos commence as my innocence is tested to the max.
Did you
Yes.
expect anything else, Snorter Poopers? I mean, really?
Come on. Yeah.
We're not even 30 seconds in, and Arwyn's already gone.
Oh, well, after a night of drinking, who can blame her?
Yeah.
You were drinking last night, Arwyn?
Uh-huh. It wasn't my fault. It wasn't my fault. It was Fat Steven's fault. He came up with that bright idea.
She got coerced.
It was during Fortnite.
Oh.
And I came into the game, and they had already set up for every $2 or more, he has to take shots. He has to drink. And then I came in, and at some point he came up with a bright idea that if he gets $10 super chats, that I have to drink too. Well, we got like,
Good luck with that. We do that on Mary. We do that on Mary. We do that on. I can't remember which. We've been doing that for a long time, actually. on a
Mary
lot of
Mayhem.
channels. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's been done for a long time on the internet. So welcome.
okay, well, I was virgin snow. I didn't know, okay? And all I
Yeah.
had was vodka. So,
Uh-huh.
And
I'm
this is
wearing
why I
this
don't drink
stupid
on
ass-
stream.
Elton John
Yeah, I
song
don't drink.
this morning.
The only time I really drank on stream is it's been on Midnight's Edge and Dee's show, both times, and it was related to He-Man.
Oh, well, great thing to start the day off then with is He-Man.
Yes.
I'm going to stock up on pink Moscato because it doesn't do that to me. That's all I had.
I'd like a barefoot Moscato with a fruity bouquet.
Just
Is that
stick a
the
straw in
show?
it, it's fine. Yeah.
Nah.
There you go. But
Well, Pat S., that's the topic of today's show, buddy. You tuned in, you saw the thumbnail, so here we go.
Indeed.
I have the wait. No, she does. Never mind.
Right? No, we all do. We all do.
We all do. We all have it. Yeah.
All have it, yes, because everybody's special.
That's right.
You are all special little snowflakes. You
That's
all
right.
have the power.
oh, my
And I'll
cat
tell you-
is judging me from the chat. Smudge, go away. My kitty, there he is.
There is one good thing that came out of that's come out of for me. Don't use a knife on the cork. Wait, what? Who would do that?
Huh.
Shut up, Mike.
Uh-oh.
Do, do, do,
I
do,
guess that would
do,
be
do,
you.
do.
Told you, just smash the head off it. It would have been
It's
Oh, I
T-shirt historian's fault. He told me to use a knife.
Oh, I guess that'd be you.
Knife, and I did, and it.
Uh-uh.
And they're
my
messing
God.
with you, huh?
No, he said it did work, but it just I got cork all in my wine, and it splashed in my face, and it was. But I
Wait,
drank it.
this isn't a joke. This actually happened.
Yeah, live twice on stream.
Oh, wow.
Screw tops are always the best.
Thank you, LT. That's why.
Or
I
you
picked
can
this
just
up.
say fuck the bottle altogether and get it in a box.
God, I'm so barely awake right now.
I gotta try and be classy with the bottle, but at the end of the day, it's the juice that counts. Who cares? About the
Who
package?
cares what it comes in? As long as it gets the job done.
There you go. Who cares? God. Anyway, it's all good. Blame Pat Steven. It's all good.
Oh, I do for everything.
Yep.
The other day, my condo shook. It was like, and it shook. I was like, oh, that bastard must have fell over. Fell out of his computer chair again, all the way in Canada. I felt it in Texas. Damn. I feel like C-3PO in Return of the Jedi. Dim to the caution tibbity to do. Every time I talk to Steven. Anyway, enough talking about badass.
Fatto. Like Maria said, Fatto.
Oh my God, Masters of the Universe.
Yes. Did anybody else not be able to kind of get the anger that we had for part one? It just kind of dissolved into apathy watching.
Yeah.
It was just pity.
I don't know how I got through those episodes. Oh, what? For a moment, we had 2 Mexican Ironmans.
It just
Yeah, I
broke
had
the
to rotate
matrix.
because I want to share some stuff, so I had to rotate my my screen out.
Ah, all right.
Give us.
Why? I mean, I'm not trying to make anyone jealous, hint, but I mean, more Mexican Ironman is good for the ladies, if you know what I mean.
So we nearly had a Mexican Ironman each then.
Go. Or as we say in Espanol, para llevar.
Oh my God.
Para llevar is how you would say to go. Like if you went to Burger King and said, me gustaría un Whopper con papas fritas para llevar. So you would say, yeah, me gustaría un Mexican Ironman para llevar.
On the side.
Next, he's going to be saying, "Ya quiero my nuts."
Yeah, with pepper only because things are already kind of salty down there. Get it?
Oh my God.
Oh.
I made it funny, Loki.
Oh my God.
I need some hair of the dog.
They use masters, Archie, because they just can't get away with
So
saying He-Man.
something good did come out of the
Yeah.
show for me, though. Can I tell you what it is?
What's that?
Well,
Her looking like she's got a package.
Well, I've been working out a lot lately, the last month and a half, and Tila, Evil Lynn has inspired me to not miss ab day or arm and shoulder day.
I know,
Okay.
right?
Is this what they really think women want to look like?
There you go. Look at that.
Really
Look at that.
empowering?
If Evil Lynn can get a bicep like that, Mexican Ironman can too.
And look
You know
at
what I'm
those shoulders, y'all. I mean, thing of glory.
Look at
For
that.
every
look at
male bodybuilder out there.
Look at them shoulders.
Goals, I know. You know
Ooh, I
the
bet
worst part
And
is
I'm not sure
cut
quite
glass
why.
with his collarbone.
Here's the thing that I'm baffled by. For some reason, her boobies are pointed like east and west. They're not like out north. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, they're like one's headed to California and the other boobies wanting to go to New York. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure why that's happening. Like, I don't know why boobies.
they even gave her any, to be honest.
I'm not sure why boobies can't be united. And then
Because they're pecs now. They're pecs, so they can't be united if they're pecs.
look at those abs.
Yeah,
They cease to be
don't have that
titties
V.
and they have become pecs.
Look, it's like the Grand Canyon. One ab starts and then falls into the valley of abs, and then there's a mountain of ab, and then it falls into the valley of abs. And
Looks like she's got a mustache on her stomach.
It does.
I must ask you a question, Evelyn.
The worst part is they made her hands and feet huge. Now, women tend to have very small hands and feet, even when they bulk up and they bodybuild. But look
Look
at
at
the size of them.
I mean, that would cover her face 2 times over.
well, if I were to hook up with Evil Lynn, we might need big hands for her to get around, assigned duties. You know what I mean?
She's got to score some steroids.
Hey, here,
And look,
I have
the
a
little
question.
gold symbol looks like an M for ma'am.
And I have,
Oh my God.
It does.
Mexican Iron Man, it's an M
hey, this
for
bitch-
ma'am.
This is not my kind of girl, guys. Okay, now my question is this: if they're gonna show off her whole mid-region, and like, what are these here? Is this like she didn't shave, and then how come her?
Yeah,
How
ladies
come her
don't have
belly?
that V. That's a guy thing.
Why is the belly button covered? Why is she wearing a jock strap?
To hide the package. Look up. Yeah, look up. Don't look down.
Oh my God.
See, her boobies are still going left and
Well, that's because they're pecs. That's what I'm saying. They're pecs now. They have ceased to be breastises, and they are now pecs.
You know what though?
Testicles.
You know what?
Breastises again, please.
You know what though? If I have a softball team, I want her to be on my team because she doesn't even need to wear a mitt. She could catch a baseball like at 50 miles an hour. You know what I mean? Like at 100 miles an hour as a shortstop on the infield. You know what I mean?
Oh, excuse me. This
You know what I mean? She doesn't even need a baseball glove.
If you know, okay, men in general, this is in general, are kind of shaped like up top, like an upside down triangle to the hips.
Mm-hmm.
And women are like, you know, a triangle, a regular triangle. With our hips just tend to be a little bit wider, a little bit softer. We have more of a, you know, hourglass, that curve. Men are more angular. That bitch is angular. There is no two ways about it. That's a dude. Look
So
at that.
to ask the ladies, like, what do you think of that haircut?
I hate it. I hate all of the hate.
Everything
about it. I hate it. It's that
Purple?
same SJW shaved haircut, short hair.
Yes.
She's
bullshit
the
that they keep
daughter.
doing.
She's the daughter of Ivan Drago. She's evil Drago.
Like, even her makeup matches her hair color, like, in her lipstick matches her outfit. Like, as ladies, don't you, like, isn't that wrong, like, from a fashion standpoint? I don't know.
She looks like somebody at like one of those kind of punky rocky things out of the 80s.
Yes, yeah, that's
Right.
very 80s looking. She went overboard with the eyeshadow.
Yeah, and you know the blue. I look, I'm not opposed to a bold lip, but come on now.
That's a pair of testicles right there on her chest. Look at that. Look at that. No, zoom in on the M. Zoom in
Wait,
on
what?
the M. Zoom in
It
on
goes up to her head.
on the
Yeah, it
H.
does.
Look. No, the H. The A. The letter. Look, testicles right there, and there's the penis going up.
Oh, there it is! Oh my
There
god!
it is. There it is,
Right
right
up to
there.
her mouth, yeah.
Right up to her mouth. There
Oh!
it is. Right there. Oh, yeah. Right there. There it is. You can't unsee it. Once you see it, you can't unsee it.
There it is, your face, and it's huge.
Oh,
And
There
no.
it is.
actually a woman.
There it is.
Nope. She's packing all right.
Secondorf 9 says she looks like a Russian powerlifter.
Russian powerlifters, which
No,
they can
bro.
retain
No,
that.
bro. No, you know what she looks like? She looks like one of them in the old school days, the East German powerlifters. Remember them? Remember the East German team of
Yes.
women powerlifters?
Yes.
They were scary as shit. I remember they showed up. I'm like, oh yeah, we're getting our ass kicked.
Punkwater says no iron thong, then that's a no from Mexican Ironman. Snowdub says prayers for Bishop the Snow Dog. He's not well. Oh, brother.
Oh,
Poor Bishop.
kisses
Oh
and
no.
hugs, Bishop.
All right, we got to pray for Bishop. He has some amazing dogs. Snowdub does.
He does. I've
You know,
seen
he
them
doesn't
on
talk
Twitter.
about it a lot, but he's he's basically a one-man SPCA for Dobermans, and they're like his children. I mean, he has a son, but he's a great dad to those dogs. He told me some stories too. Hey, brother, shout out.
Dean Krantz says I don't have Netflix sub, but looking at this photo, Kevin is the Netflix sub. Yes.
Yes, this is the only person's fantasy this is. It's
So, like-
Kevin. Yeah.
So I think Arwyn and certainly Purple could back me up. Let's say it's 6:30 in the morning and Mexican Ironman has to get himself up to start the day. I don't want to wake up and see this over me in my bed.
She would crush you.
Mm,
I mean,
you have been very bad, Mexican Ironman. Oh no!
you have not harvested enough rabbit chickens for the retail stores.
Poor
Okay, I
Mexican
gotta
Ironman.
ask something, and this is gonna sound kind of crude, and I don't mean it to, but what's with the bush down there? What's going on? Is that supposed to be shadow? Is that what the hell? I'm confused.
I think that's I think that's
It's-
shading,
Yeah, it's bad.
but it's very
shading.
bad shading.
It basically says her lower abs are so big because these are like ab cliffs, right? So ab muscle down, ab down, ab down, ab down. So this is basically saying that this lower ab is so, and then it goes down to her what we will call her chinene.
Chinene.
I just made that word up right now. Chinene.
It's more like a to no.
Mark says bueno arbusto.
Chinono.
Okay, can you imagine her legs then underneath that?
Oh,
her arms.
you
is that-
see her legs? Yeah, they're,
Oh yeah,
they're bigger than
Hold on,
He-Man's.
let me see if I can find him. No,
Wow.
hold on. I'm looking.
she's got a package too. She's got a bulge.
Look, her abs are in this one. This is how badly drawn this character is. So you can tell, like, the animated studio was like, because a lot of their artwork was good at some point, but then when they started doing this ridiculous shit, you can tell they're like, what the fuck? So in this scene here, ladies and gentlemen, this one's double funny. Hold on. In this scene, her boobies are now smaller than her upper abs.
because they're pecs. They're pecs. She has ceased to have
No breasts.
no breastises,
Well,
and she has
She sort of
has
had 'em.
pecs.
But I mean, look how ridiculous! Look how ridiculous she looks. It's like for trying to make her seem all manly and shit. She basically comes off like someone like a high riding pregnancy here.
Mm.
Yeah.
The worst part is, up until this point, I actually quite liked her design. I thought
Yeah.
of all the characters, they worked pretty hard on her, especially the previous version of her, where she was the sorceress, where she was dressed in the black and purple. She had the
All
bat helm. I thought that was
talk amongst
good
yourselves.
design.
I'll be right back. Purple, keep talking. I'm sorry to interrupt
Okay.
you, but I'm gonna go get some real artwork of He-Man. I'll be right back. Keep going.
Okay. But this, it's just weird. They've tried so hard to make her this formidable character, and she's come across as looking ridiculous.
She really does. And is that all they equate strength for a woman is muscles? Is that it?
That's it.
That's all a woman has to offer to be strong is when she bulks up to be a ma'am. I mean,
She's got to look like a man. That's what they equate. I've said that before. That's what they equate strength with is men. So we're gonna make them look manly because that's what we're equating strength with is men. You have to be manly. They did the same thing with Terminator, Dark Fate. They made her very manly because that's the only way they can equate strength is to turn her into a man. So we're going to take a woman and we're going to turn her into a man because that's the way we equate strength.
Yeah, never mind that back in Terminator 2, we had Sarah Connor's ripped and lean, but still feminine.
yes.
That's right.
Yeah.
But
That's
yet
right,
at the
they
same
forgot that.
time, they don't, half of them don't really like or respect men. But yet they think we ought to look like, it's this weird dichotomy that's so polarizing. And I cannot wrap my brain around it. I try, but it makes no sense.
This is why this character and all the other female characters in this show were so grating, because they're just raging bitches that you cannot, feel anything for them.
Yeah.
And Chris gets it. Masculinity is only acceptable on a woman who is stripped of her femininity. We are stripping away the femininity and replacing it with masculinity.
Okay,
Hold
blow
on,
me
let
up, Loki.
I'm blowing you up.
That
All
is
right,
beautiful.
ladies and gentlemen. Okay, where did I get this, Loki? You were with me. This was one of
You
the
got
things
that at Retropalooza.
in Dallas.
Beautiful.
I love that. And I loved Evelyn. She's one of my favorite characters from the 80s. She was a character that kicked ass.
Yes, Purple. Yes.
Yeah, that's beautiful. That is, and look, she looks strong and she looks fierce and she looks just empowered, but she looks like a damn woman.
I'll tell you
There's
this
no
much.
mistaking that's a woman.
And she knows how to get to Mexican Ironman's fancy look. So even if I'm drunk, there's like a little guide as to where I need to aim. You know what I mean? Like there's a little how-to guide. Like Mexican Ironman, focus here.
This handles.
Yeah.
A little long tassel. Look at me right here. It's like a roadmap stamp.
That is beautiful.
So there was this little guy. He little thing. It was on the back row. Loki by the games. I don't know if you were with me when I found this guy.
Yeah, I was.
And I got my budget was already gone. This was like the last thing I bought, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm just gonna put on my credit card. I don't care. And so I got this one here. See that? All right. So now I got another one for you. Hold on. Hold on. Coming up. Okay, here we go. Ready?
Yes.
Oh.
That is gorgeous.
Oh.
That's
that,
Tila.
y'all. That's Tila. Stunning.
And I always loved that gold and white one piece that she wears. She still looks like a warrior, but she still looks feminine.
Yes. Everything's so beautifully designed. And
That's what they have to get rid of, though. Any sign of femininity breeds weakness. So you've got to get rid of all that. And you got to give her the butch side, half-shaved, head cut, haircut. And you can't have her look like a woman because that breeds weakness. And
I wish I had the name of the artist in this company handy. I don't, but I'm going to clip this out and send it to him if that's okay with you, Loki.
I thought you got the card for that.
I do. I just don't have it right here on my desk.
Okay.
It's downstairs on my work table. But he did an amazing job. I actually have one of these for Orko. I have a He-Man. I have a Skeletor. Anyway, so just so we can show the people, so this is what we remember, right? Okay,
That's right.
all right. Now stand by because we're about to show what Kevin Smith gave us instead. Again, just for those who have forgotten. And we have in part 2. Where is she? Here it is. All right, look, I'm ready. Okay, we have baby Jesus floating teal. Look, she flies now. See, she's levitating.
The caption says please, and that's pretty much all the audience is saying. Please, can this come to an end?
Look, can you do the button where like it puts me next to the do the one where like the button on the bottom where like
no,
the other one.
Hold on.
No, the other one. The one where it's like picture in picture. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Except
Okay.
slide
Hold
me
on.
up.
Hold on.
There you go. Perfect. Okay, now do
Shit.
it.
Hold on.
You just gotta,
How do
you
I-
gotta drag and drop me up to where you are.
But again, look at the arms on her that they've given her, the shoulders. There's no curves to this character.
I don't know how the hell to do that, Mike.
Okay, go back to the regular thing. Just go back. Go back to how we were with. Okay, now drag and drop me where you are. There.
Okay.
Now do it again.
There we go.
Perfect.
Okay.
There, look at that, y'all. Look at that.
Okay, before and after.
No, I am not kidding. I very briefly dated a dude that looked like the new Tila, but he had longer ass hair in college. When I saw that picture, I went, "Oh my god, no!"
That half-shaved head look.
Dude.
All right, let's get going in chat. 1, if you like Tila before. 2, if you like Tila after with Kevin Smith. 1 for the left, 2 on the right. Men and
It's a
women.
one. It's a one from me.
It's a one from me.
1
Oh,
for
yeah,
me.
fun. Look, even the face, the expression on the new Tila is like, "What the hell have they done to me? Oh my god!" I mean, jeez, it's horrible.
What Kevin Smith should have done is he should have hired this artist to be a consulting producer because he knew what the heck he's doing.
Oh yeah.
What they
Yeah.
should have done is kept the art from the opening credits, because that was beautiful.
She looked fine at the beginning of that first episode. She looked like
Mhm.
that. She did look like that. This is Kevin Smith's work. Oh, well, we transitioned, and he used that word. We transitioned from the original series in the 80s to this shit.
Interesting choice of words.
What did you what do you guys think of the divorce scene?
Oh, I damn near spit my fucking
The what
popcorn
scene?
out.
The divorce scene.
Mhm.
This
You mean
one,
the
where Skeletor says, "Don't kill me, Lynn. Don't kill me." And
Oh.
I saved you, woman. And my accents are gonna, or my impressions are gonna suck. I handed you a life you never would have known without me. So should I be grateful? Hold on, let me make it bigger. Hold on. I gotta get it bigger. Hold on. Hold on, we get this right. So I should be grateful for what? For the tirades, the verbal abuse, the physical abuse.
She enjoyed the physical abuse.
Even Lynn, I rewarded you. God, my impersonation sucks. I gave you all of this.
I gave you all of this.
There you go. I took all of this from you.
Oh my god. Yeah.
And now you know that I'm not. Wait, Purple should read that. Purple, you read that. You got a British accent. Go.
and now you know I'm not something for you to use.
Loki, get ready. Go ahead, Purple.
I am my own.
Loki.
But I loved you, Lynn.
Okay, get ready, Purple.
You can't love, you merely crave. And now everything you ever wanted is mine to destroy.
Look, she's got him on his knees. That's
This
where a man
morning-
belongs. Like, what?
This morning on Kevin Smith He-Man Theater, Loki and Purple present.
Brava.
Bravo!
Cringy but amusing as fuck.
You know, here's my favorite part.
Oh my god, yes.
No, bleh.
So in this exciting scene, we have Alondra And here's the funny thing. These are these guys stupid. Like, no one looks at this. When I saw this thing, I said, okay, I got to go back and take a picture. Because this is all off my TV, right? I'm thinking this is my iPhone literally taking pictures of this episode while it's going. And I got 60 of these. Like, I was laughing so hard.
That's a hell of a shot.
And so here she is bowing down, blowing the king.
Yep. Although from behind, she looks like another man. So it's
Well,
like
she's got that damn shaved haircut again. Another character with the shaved sides.
Got some guns on her.
And
Look
she
at
gets, it is my honor to present your new man at arms. Wait a minute. I thought she was a girl. Wait, what? Man at arms. So she truly is the new man at arms. And what does she do? She turns around. Thanks, T, for Tila.
Well, she spent the entire, season just congratulating Tina.
And look, hold on. No, go back to that. And there, ladies and gentlemen, is the Michael Burnham haircut.
Yes.
On yet another character.
And a man bun in the background.
Oh, yeah, there is a man bun.
Oh, my God. He's like Millennium King. What the fuck is that?
That's the old man at arms. That's Duncan.
I know, but I don't remember him with a man bun back when I was a kid.
Oh, but your Skeletor face is so big. No, sir. No, Kevin. I didn't see you playing with your dolls again.
Oh, my God. No.
It's so bad. The only way we can get through this is by making fun of it. And the best part is Kevin Smith was on Twitter saying, I'm so happy I've managed to find people that have liked it. He had to dig through thousands of reviews to find people that liked it because nobody watched it. It wasn't in the top 10 when it came out. It's only just made it into the top 50, I think.
Please like my show. Please. Please like my work.
People don't even have the energy to hate it.
Look at poor Skeletor having an emotional anguish moment. Loki, what's happening here?
Okay, this is what's happening. They're teaching people that if you treat men like shit and you are an absolute positive cunt towards them, that they will break and tell you how important you are to them and show you how they really feel. But you have to act like a complete twat to get there.
Well, I can just say from Mexican Ironman's own personal experience, whenever chicks do that, I tell them to buy a dog and die alone. So that's just me.
If you got a lot of dogs or a lot of kitties or whatever.
I'm not very good at being
animals.
I'm not very good at being a beta male. Don't get me wrong. I'm chivalrous as a motherfucker. I'm gifts, candy, flowers, doors opening, the whole 9 yards. But you're not agreeable. Treat me like shit. Well, buy a dog, die alone.
Yeah. Nobody should be made to feel like a doormat.
No. And Skeletor's blood turns to soy. Right before our
Okay,
very
Loki.
eyes.
Loki, last time I gotta hear you say these words, okay?
But I loved you, Lynn. Uh-huh.
Oh my God.
Even Mark Hamill saying that didn't sound convincing. He sounded like he was phoning it in completely.
And his junk is shriveling before our very eyes. Yeah. She's just massive.
And suddenly Skeletor went from a masculine, I don't give a shit about the chicks, I just want power, to a simp.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I love Skeletor. He's always been one of my favorite characters. Even when he was kind of a bumbling idiot in some of the shows, I just really like him as a character. And to see him reduced down to this, it's just ridiculous. And he had so many, he went in so many different directions in this show. He's trying to take out He-Man, and then he's not trying to take out He-Man. They're working together, and then he's simping to Lynn, and then he's double-crossing He-Man again. It's like, guys, what the hell are you doing with this character?
Yeah.
And I want Project Storytime makes a very good point here that I want to point out. The idea of Tila having to become the new sorceress, but being forever trapped in Castle Grayskull is an idea that has merit. But then they just ignore it. Tila is power without any limits. So I want to tell you something. For every positive you get, let's say you're playing D&D, let's say you're playing a video game, let's say you're playing something. For every positive you get, there should be a negative. For every positive trait, for every boost in power, something needs to be there to shackle you to the ground, to make it realistic. When you have, there's Skeletor. Skeletor kind of looks.
That is awesome.
When you have unrestricted power and it's just power, it's boring. And that's exactly what they've done. We all have the power.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's no responsibility. There's no growth. There's no challenge. If you just have all power, then how are you going to develop as a character? How are you going to develop as a person? How are you going? What challenges are you going to meet? You're not, and it's just like, wah, wah. Okay, there's nowhere to go. There's nothing to do, you know?
Yes, and watching this, I don't see where they can go. Now, I'm fingers crossed they never get another season of this crap. But even if they did, who cares? She's already all powerful. You know, yes, she said that she still needs He-Man by her side. She threw him a bone. But we all know that if there is this huge threat, if, Hordak was hinted at, if he does turn up, who cares? Because she can take him out. She's got the master, she's all powerful now.
There's no challenge.
Tila Skywalker.
Yep. The exact same thing.
I love how the part where she has to convince him she's gonna give him a lap dance and stuff in order to take the take the sword and shit.
I was howling.
It's like you've got to power down. I'm just laughing at this. I'm like, okay, so basically
you'll make my head explode if you don't.
She has to resort to her OnlyFans page in order to keep this episode going.
And how insulting is it that Skeletor can be turned so easily with the power of pussy? It's like
exactly,
really?
Pretty much.
Exactly.
And yeah, hey, you know what? If you want something, just use your vagina, ladies.
Mm-hmm.
Just use your vagina. Your vagina is the secret to unlocking all the power of the universe.
Well, now hold on. Let's not go too anti there. Hold on there, Loki. I mean, let's be fair now. Let's just say that there are mystical powers there now. Now, will it stop me from doing a client that wants to pay me $10,000 for doing a tax return? Probably not. I might have to reschedule that date, but that power is still out there. So, ladies, don't think for 2 seconds. Mexican Ironman does, some days I can find myself a bit weak, and I get the vapors.
The vapors. Oh, the vapors. Yes. I'm out here in South Carolina, and I get me a case of the vapors.
Okay, so you legit know about the vapors then.
Yeah, well, I do now that I'm in the South. Now that I've heard of people. And what's that other thing you guys say? Bless his heart. And I'm like, wait, is that a good thing, or did I just get
bless
insulted?
Your heart?
Bless your heart. If you get a serious bless your heart, no, honey, that's not a good thing.
Yeah, that's
it's context.
Yeah,
very much.
Yeah, 10,000 warriors showed up at Troy because of vagina. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yep. But what kind of message is that to send out to girls? I know technically this show wasn't for kids, but there's nothing stopping kids from watching this show.
Right.
The worst part is that I found when they're attacking the citadel, when they're attacking the castle, and all these fleeing citizens get turned into these undead monsters, and He-Man just kills them. He just slaughters these citizens.
Right.
And Mike, you'll remember this episode. In the original, there was a episode called "The Problem with Power," where Skeletor tricks He-Man into thinking that he's accidentally killed this innocent guy, and it almost destroys him.
Yes.
He doesn't want to be He-Man anymore.
Yes. Yep. Oh my God. Yeah. Good memory.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna go get another prop. Be back in 30 seconds. I got something else to show you guys on screen.
The thing that I have a problem with is that look, not every woman is a super girly, feminine, a woman. Okay, they're all different kinds of women, and that's fine. That's what makes us women and unique and all that. But what they're saying is women have to look like men. When they give you that message, it alienates all women from wanting to be, wanting to embrace those feminine aspects that make us women, regardless of what an individual woman thinks that is, because we're all different.
And it also
and
sorry.
the message to young men about being careful. I don't know about that because I got that message at an early age. I got told, boy, never underestimate the power of the poontang. One hair off, that's enough to pull a dump truck up a 5-mile grade. And once you hear that, you're like, huh, okay. I never.
It's also powerful enough in order to attract a Mexican. Yep.
Purple, we got the power. Who needs
I have the power. What is that?
Nice.
Oh, that's
Is that
beautiful.
The
Ready?
box set?
Looks like a triptych.
Those are the box sets.
Oh yeah, okay.
Cool. I love those.
These are right here in my home office with me. They're one of my most beloved possessions, and they're not new. I mean, look, these suckers are banged up. I don't know if you can see the. Oh, hold on, let me see.
They're
Let me
well
see if I can-
loved.
Yeah, they're pretty used up. I mean, you can see like the white. They're kind of, But I'll tell you this much: I bet Kevin Smith never never sat down and watched any of these.
No.
Right?
No way. Look at that.
Well, he said he wasn't a fan. He said, "Oh, I was such a great fan," and then you go back a couple of years. He's like, "I never even watched He-Man."
And yet he did okay. That makes sense.
Kevin Smith's a liar. He's proven himself to be a fake fan. We thought he was one of us. We thought he was, somebody who had nerd cred, somebody who, loved, especially something like an IP that he said he loved, like Masters of the Universe, and he lied.
Well, it makes it grosser then, because he basically rode a gravy train to preach his bullshit. That's all he did.
Or he took a check to use it. I think what he did was even worse, since you bring that up. I think what he did was worse. What he did is he used the good name that he built up in Hollywood and in fandom and in specifically nerddom. He used his name to legitimize propaganda so that he could take a check and sell the flying fuck out of fandom and a property that meant a lot to a lot of people.
Yeah.
And for a guy who allegedly built his street cred by, I don't know, calling shit out and getting emotional and all that stuff, that's about as hypocritical as you can get. Now, I'll tell you this: I've never been a Kevin Smith fan. I never liked his Clerk movies. I always thought they were full of shit, and I worked as a clerk for many years, and I always thought he's full of crap. I never believed any of his little crying things, and I'm a guy who can get emotional, but I never was a fan of his. And in fact, I'm not like Tom. Tom Connors is my buddy and my brother, but I've never been a fan of Kevin Smith. So to me, I never gave a shit that he really sold out. He never really like, oh, Kevin's not the Kevin I loved. I never really liked this guy. What disappoints me, however, is he took a paycheck and killed something I love. I mean, Purple, how did you get into He-Man? Was it original? Like what's your origin story with He-Man? I'm curious.
It was,
I didn't realize you're this much of a fan until recently.
Yeah, absolutely. I've loved He-Man and Masters of the Universe pretty much growing up. I had all of the toys. I watched the cartoon. I've got the box set similar to you. I loved the 2002 version that we had. I thought that was really good. I even loved the weird one that we had that was He-Man in space. I just love Masters of the Universe.
Did you like the movie with Dolph Lundgren?
I did. I thought
me too.
Yeah, it was very campy. I thought it was very silly, but I thought that they did the best with what they had, especially Dolph Lundgren. I thought it was great. I thought Frank Langella, who played Skeletor, was a brilliant role.
Oh, I thought he was so good.
Maybe these animals can communicate. Moo. Moo. Moo.
I thought he was great.
I did too. It's something I think a lot of us kind of grew up watching because we're all about the same age, and this was just one of those shows. Yes, people can say it was to sell toys, but it also gave kids morals. At the end of every show, you had that little breakdown, and it's similar to what G.I. Joe did. And it was just a way of kind of communicating the message with kids.
Yeah. Yeah. And I will say this, there is a big difference between a show having like a moral of the story and just presenting you a situation, presenting you you have a couple of choices you can make. Whichever choice you make, this could happen, versus just a show where they preach it at you over and over and over. There's nothing to learn there. You're being told what to think. You're being told this is acceptable. But a moral of a story, it relies on, your intelligence, and for you to take information and kind of, mull over it and think about it and apply it to your life. Preaching is just, bleh, this is what it is. And if you don't do this, you're just not a good person. There's a
And
big difference.
yeah, and were either of you, was anyone here on this panel like a big Kevin Smith, like this is my guy, and
I loved Mallrats back in the day. I absolutely loved the movie Dogma. There are movies he made that I thought they were the shit. His character, Silent Bob, I thought was a great character. I've never been like, oh my God, Kevin Smith. But there were some of his movies that I absolutely loved that shaped my life while I was growing up, shaped my life when I got older. And I liked the characters he created, but
when you and
Adega, like, oh my God, the man.
When you and Adega do your Thursday night shows, one thing that I've learned over the last year of watching you guys, which I'm never able to catch it live because, especially now that I'm on Mead, but one of the things that I've learned from you guys is like when Adega talks about what Hollywood is like, and that's now cross-tabulated by my new friendship and with Cameron and stuff. This is a guy who I believe got sucked into this evil vortex of Hollywood. If Kevin Smith ever was, I never was a fan of Clerks, I just never was into this stuff. I don't know. But I do think that at one point he was legitimately a creative force. And I think there was integrity at one point in his life. I just think, fame and popularity, it just has a way of eroding who you are. And if you're not grounded in your soul, YouTube's the same way. We've seen creators, and we're not going to name who they are now, but I've seen many a creator that come to YouTube, and the YouTube desire for likes and desire for subs and desire to be known and desire to be popular, it absolutely corrupts, controls, and influences people. And that is obviously much more pronounced in Hollywood. So to me, when I think of what happened to Kevin, for me, it's a case study in what a lot of what I've learned from Adega and you from your Thursday night shows about what Hollywood does to people.
Yeah. No, it does. It's the lifestyle. It is we are better than everyone else. We are the elite and you are the plebs.
It's the being willing to sell your soul to get ahead mentality that Hollywood has and breeds. And you've said it before, people that make it, they live in this bubble. They don't realize what goes on, beyond their own small little universe.
Well, even beyond that, all you have to do is look at some of those award ceremonies where all of those people, everyone from George Clooney, Meryl Streep, you name it, they were all like, oh my God, I have to thank Harvey Weinstein. Oh my God, thank you, Harvey Weinstein. And they all knew what he was doing. Every single fucking one of them knew all those years.
Yeah.
It wasn't a surprise to anybody.
Right.
Because everybody knew Brad Pitt went in there and knocked the shit out of him.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody knew, and they all went out there at the awards ceremony. Ben Affleck and Matt Damon, all them motherfuckers went out there and were like, "Oh my God, I've got to thank Harvey Weinstein. If it wasn't for this movie, oh my God, thank you, Harvey Weinstein."
Can I read Rod Thunderheart?
Please.
Hold on. Rod Thunderheart. That's my wrestling voice. I'll do it one more time. Rod Thunderheart. Hailstone, Loki, Mexican Ironman, Purple, and Arwyn. No, I never fully liked him until recently. I guess that's Kevin Smith. However, after his bullcrap that he pulled with Motu, I'm done with him. Hail, Rod Thunderheart.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's like we were saying, he's gone on record and he's talked about, how I think the quote was, He's talking about part 2. He said, my likes are filled with love for Masters of the Universe Revelation. After part 1, I had to wade through some bile to reach positive reactions. But since part 2 dropped, the anger directed at me in July seems to have subsided. That's not a good thing because nobody's talking about it. Nobody
cares.
Yeah, nobody cares. Apathy has taken over.
You know, I wasn't even sure I was going to do this show. The only reason why I went ahead and did this is because I got to spend time with the three of you. So that's it. I was like, if I'm gonna talk about this, I want to talk about it with great people that I love talking to, and I love hearing their opinions. Some people I can have fun with instead of just If it wouldn't have been for y'all, I wouldn't even talked about this.
Oh,
well, can I put a positive spin on it?
Yes,
right.
I love positive spins.
I always like when there's a little negative, let's throw in a little positive. Although Kevin Smith might not think it's positive, but I don't give two shits. Okay, I really don't. But I was what you would call a casual He-Man fan. I knew about He-Man. I watched a good bit of the show. I appreciated it. I enjoyed it. That was part of our culture. And what he has done, though, with this abomination from hell, is he has made my casual ass go back and be like, I'm going to revisit the He-Man that I knew and I appreciated. And I am a much bigger fan now and admirer of the original He-Man than I ever was before. So thank you, Kevin Smith, for your bullshit, because it has just grown in me just a love and appreciation for the original He-Man, the original Tila, and all those fun people. And I love it now.
I'm going to build on what you just said. That's wonderful to hear, Arwyn. I was on, people were bracing for impact when I was on Midnight's Edge, and Andre told me I had to do the He-Man review last week. I don't think it was Wednesday. And what he did in part 2, it just fortified my love for the original. I didn't have the same reaction, Loki, that I did with Star Trek right now is really dead to me, and Star Wars, if not for Favreau, is on life support. We've discussed this many times, but Star Trek is like dead to me. All this did is this what Smith did in part 2. I found a lot of it laughable, and it just made me fortify my original love for the original content and the original material. Yeah. I do have the 2002. I don't have it physically, but Andre has it. I do have it in digitally. So I do have that, thanks to him. But before we go, I don't think we've addressed the most important question of the day, Loki, related to He-Man.
Shoot.
Well, I think Purple and I haven't engaged in the debate, as she already knows what's coming. She can feel it already. Next year for Halloween, are Purple and I going to go as Tila and He-Man or as Skeletor and Evil Lyn? I think we got to figure out what our cosplay is. Yeah.
Oh. Will Purple dye her hair black to be Evil Lyn?
That's a good question. As much as I loved the,
she can wear a wig. I'm into that.
Wear a wig. Yeah, we could do it.
Yeah.
As long as I know there's red hair underneath.
See, wig.
How about both? You could do a quick costume change and
like a light and dark kind of thing.
Oh, good Mexican Iron Man gets Tila. Bad Mexican Iron Man gets Evil Lyn. Latino sexy Iron Man gets both.
Yeah, like a nice Halloween.
The carpet doesn't always have to match the drapes.
Yep.
Boy, this was a show. Did we just go through an hour?
We just went through an hour.
I feel like we were only we're online for like 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Hey, Pat S., I saw that. Ram Man. I saw that reference, Pat Smith. I hear you in the corner in the back. Pat Smith, I hear you whispering in the back of the chat stream. No, there'll be no Ram-manning for Mexican Iron Man. Okay, real quick before we leave. What about that scene where Fisto says, "I'd like to fist him"?
Oh yeah, Fisto wanted to fist everything.
No, when I heard that, I was like, Kevin, you know what, dude? It's.
He's got issues.
Yeah.
Dude, it's not always. I understand people have some taboo shit in their closet, but you might have some fetishes. but I mean, that's yeah.
Keep
The
your
world-
kink to yourself.
I want to fist him. No.
Damn.
No. Second Warp 9 with $2 super chat. Hollow Weird making me go back to my favorite books. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the worst part is we were talking about a positive spin. Again, the positives that we had from part 1, the animation looked amazing. You know, some of these scenes, the character designs got a bit sketchy, especially the ones that we talked about. But on the whole, you know, Powerhouse Studios, it looks beautiful. Music was pretty good. You know, it wasn't as kind of over the top as it was in part 1. It was a little bit more subdued, so it wasn't as distracting. This could have been something amazing had it not for, you know, Kevin Smith inserting these modern day sensibilities and, you know, pushing this message that nobody wanted.
And it wasn't all bad. I liked when he called the power when he didn't have the sword. And he became like Beast He-Man and was just fucking everything up. I was laughing my ass off at that. I was. But 15 minutes in 2.5 hours does not make a good show.
And when it destroys or tries to, with
Evil
this
Leonard
new revelation, you know, destroy what came before to say, well, look at mine, and it's shit. I mean, look, I'm sorry, I'm calling it out for the most part. It's shit. You know, when you look at Tila and look at Evil Lynn and all you see are mams and dudes, that's shit. It really is, because that's not who those characters are. And I'm not above the evolution of a character, even a change in their style, or, you know, having them go through an arc or whatever. But when you take something and you totally change it, it no longer is the thing that it's supposed to be. That's what I have a problem with. It's like, why the hell even call it He-Man? Why don't you just do your own fantasy show?
Because they can't do that. Okay, this is what Hollywood said. This is straight out of Hollywood. We cannot get our ideals across with new IPs. We must use the IPs that people know and love to get our message out. That is exactly what Hollywood has said. That is exactly what the comic book industry has said. We cannot take the time to create new characters to get people to implore our message. We must use the characters we have had for the last 60, 70 years to implore our message of change. We cannot create new characters to do that. That's what the comic book industry said. That's what Hollywood has said. And that's what they have continued to do, is use the IPs people care about as a sounding board for their woke bullshit. An old Cutlass gamer.
Their message then is shit. If they are that lazy and they don't have that creativity to come up with something that can get their message across to draw people in, then guess what? Then the message itself is shit.
Yes. Old Gamer 72 Cutlass says that's Evil Leonard. Ew.
And another character that didn't get any repercussions for her actions.
And no, the Fixer, I am not going, and no, she will not. Purple is not going to be dressing as Tila, and I am not going to be dressing as Evil Lynn. Wrong, Fixer. I saw that. The Fixer one is in the back corner talking smack. I saw that.
Oh my God.
And Makini draws its amazing animation. I'm not bothered by Evil Lynn's design when she gets the sword. That's what happens when you get the sword. And I wouldn't have minded it as much if it didn't look like she was a man.
If it wasn't so
But
over the top.
You know, that's why I knew the pecs when Mexican Ironman was talking about one boob going way west and one boob going way east. She's got pecs. I watched American Gladiators back in the day. They cease to have breastises and they get pecs.
Yeah. When they get that buff, that's true.
Yes, because at the end of the day, breast is just it's fat. It's where the fat is, and if you strip down, that disappears.
Turn it to muscle.
Yeah.
That's what we're gonna do.
And Rod Thunderheart with the $2 Canadian super chat. Mexican Ironman knows I can only see Teabag on He-Man H.
Oh.
Daryl like with $5 super chat. Great show, y'all. It really helped me today before I have to do something I'm dreading. I'm sorry, Daryl the Derelict. I didn't know you were going to have to do something you were dreading. I hope you get through it quickly and easily. I hope it's not what I think it is. You, brother, you take care. If you need anything, let us know. We are here.
Yes, love you, Daryl.
Sheba never bulked up when she had the power.
They'll give it time. They'll be desecrating her too. But you know.
Louis Sparrow with $5 super sticker, and it is a Shibu Emu giving a thumbs up. I love the thumbs up, guys. If you couldn't tell from all the shorts,
That is so cute.
I throw my thumbs up out.
Would you guys even bother giving it a rating out of 10? I think we did with part 1, if I remember correctly. Is it worth doing it?
I don't think it is. I don't know. The only good thing that came out of watching this has been the show I've gotten to do with y'all.
True. No.
I mean, I don't know. 1, 2, 3. You know what I'll do? Here's what I'm going to do. Since in school anything but 6 and below is a D or failing grade, I am going to give the show a solid 5 just because the animation and the artwork was solid. But everything after that goes to it's going to get a 3. It's going to get a 3. Let's just say we have to develop a third. We got to look at the story. We got to look at the treatment of the characters, and we got to look at the treatment of the art. So based upon the treatment of the art, that gets 3 out of 3. The character development and the characters, 0. The story and the plot line, 0.
You know what's sad is I don't even give enough 2 shits to rate it.
Yeah, I don't either.
That's honestly how I feel about it. And as an artist, I'm irritated. I'm irritated that some of the animation is good, but you can't just have one aspect of it be decent when all the rest is just ready for the burn pile.
Well, ultimately, Kevin Smith got what he wanted. He isolated the original fans of the 80s that he could have, really worked with and made something incredible because it was supposed to be a direct, add-on from that cartoon. But instead, he went after, as so many have before, these mythical new fans. This new audience that they seem to think exists, but it has been proven time and time again that it isn't. It's the old fans that keep these IPs going.
Yeah. Because all the ones that are like, yeah, ma'am, power to the women of the pussy, all those people, they already believe in that message. So they're going to watch 1 or 2 episodes. They're going to be like, hell yeah. And then they're not going to invest in the characters. They're not going to invest in the story. They don't care about that.
And they're not going to buy the toys.
Exactly. Exactly. So,
and Rod Thunder, we did point that out earlier. On the H, how it looks like 2 sets of nuts, and yeah, the cod piece going up to her throat. Yes,
she's stacked. She's packing.
Angry. She's angry.
She's angry.
They're all angry.
Thank you, brother, for your super chat. Thank you, Rod. Thank you all for your super chats this morning. You guys have been absolutely excellent. Thank you. Thank you so very much. McKinney, basically, Arwyn, good art and animation does not help carry a badly written and executed story and plot.
Absolutely, baby.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Can't polish
Absolutely,
a turd.
McKinney.
You cannot polish a turd.
And Evil Lynn's got one big turd.
Got a couple of turds. Down south.
Thanks for all the super chats this morning, everybody. Looks like we got everybody pretty well entertained, Loki.
You guys are amazing.
Power of the women.
And I just, and then for a purple, what she says, I have Latino power.
I have Latino power.
Oh my God, I just melted. Oh my God, I just melted into.
Oh my God, we are so out of here.
Love you all. Love you, Arwyn. Love you, Purple, my love. Love you, Loki,
Love you guys.
my brother.
Love y'all.
Love y'all. God help me.
But not
God
you,
help me.
Not you, Kevin Smith. We don't love
No.
you.
Oh my God, we should all
love
like
you.
dog. I wish we were all together. We could all dogpile and smother Loki with like hugs and kisses right now.
No, we're out. Later, everybody. Be excellent to each other. Always speak friend Anner. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
These videos are tremendous. Like, comment, and subscribe and hammer that notification bell.